Joining us on the line right now is Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert. Bob, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, fine, thank you.
All right, we have tomorrow, Kentucky Oaks Day. Weather supposed to be okay now. It looks like the storm is going to push on until Saturday. Midnight Lucky, the talented filly who has a ton of ability, lightly raced. How do you feel with post 2 tomorrow in the Kentucky Oaks?
Well, I was, with all the speed lined up, I was hoping for an outside pose where she could sort of settle in nicely behind the speed, but now she's going to have to be part of it there in the inside. So, just up to Rafael Bejarano, see how she breaks, and he's going to have his work cut out for him. But she's very talented, so hopefully he'll get her in a, get lucky and get a good position, and hopefully if she gets a clear shot, we'll find out, how good she is.
I mean, Bob, obviously you had so much success in the Derby. You've had so much success in this race, Plum Pretty a couple years ago. You go back to Silver Bullet Day. Can you remember an Oaks field this salty? I mean, this race it's almost as good as the Derby the following day, isn't it?
Well, I mean, back in Silver Bullet Day, I think there's only like 5 or 6 horses because she'd run like Dreamin' of Julia. She'd had a couple of those races like that.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was ducking her, but I don't know, everybody after Dreamin' of Julia ran that huge race, I thought, well, maybe it'll be a 5-horse field. And, it doesn't matter where you draw, we'll get a shot at it. But I think the Kentucky Oaks have become really, really popular with $1 million purse. It used to be $500,000. So, everybody wants to be there. If you're going to go to the Derby, you might as well go to the Oaks and, spend 2 days there. And it's, the Oaks become, so sort of part of the Kentucky Derby now, so everybody wants to be involved.
Oh, Bob, she's an impressive winner at 6.5, a very impressive winner in a mile and a 16th. She'll be going that extra 16th for the first time. Does she give you the feeling of being a filly that can go a mile and an eighth without the problem, or are you a little worried about the distance?
Well, I mean, you're always worried about the distance. It depends on the pace. She can get the distance. The pace is going to be so important. She's drawn right next to Beholder, so she's lightly raised. She's never been put in a position where she's going to be, see a lot of horses that are right there with her. So I'm sure, she's not going to go slow early. So, it's going to be one of those things where the break is going to be the key to the whole race.
Bob, you train Game On Dude, who's right now #1 in the handicap division. You train 2 of the most popular horses out there. There might be 1, 2, Game On Dude, and a horse who hasn't raced in a long time. That the amazing story that involves Painter. I read that he worked 48-4, Bob, April 29th. I think, how is he coming along? Talk about his progress a little bit and how amazing it's been.
Well, he's coming right along. He looks very healthy. I sent him over to Hollywood Park to work him over there where the track was a little bit softer for his feet, and he seems to be training right along. And so hopefully, within the next, maybe within 60 days, he should be ready to run.
All right, Bob, we're going to let you run right now. We really appreciate you coming on. Best of luck tomorrow with Midnight Lucky in the Oaks. You haven't been in the Derby since, 2008 is the last time you've not had a horse in the Kentucky Derby. I want you to do a little handicapping for me, if you wouldn't mind. Is there, who do you think is the horse to beat in the Derby? Obviously, you know these horses as well as anybody.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't get here in time to watch like Todd's horse work. The only horse I saw work was Orb, and he looked really impressive. He just glides over the track. It's like sort of, I love the way he moves, but. I think it's going to be the obvious horses. The way they drew really well. All the good horses drew well.
Yeah.
There wasn't, when you listen to the draw, there wasn't a heavy sigh. So, I think it's the Golden Sense, Verrazano, Orb, Revolutionary. I see those horses. Those are the horses.
All right. Well, Bob, thanks for joining us this morning. Best of luck tomorrow in the Kentucky Oaks with Midnight Lucky.
Thank you.
All right, Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert.
Nice of him to come on.
Thanks for joining us this morning, Bob.